Hello, good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Getting Today. I'm Will, and today we're continuing our adventures in the Labyrinth, the Chronicles of the Labyrinth, or Labyrinth Chronicles as it would be. We've done a couple playthroughs. I've done a tutorial in a first game, and then during Extra Life Tabletop Weekend, last weekend, we did two more, so 3 and 4. This is, or no, 2 and 3, because if you don't count the tutorial, either way. So this I'm calling what am I calling this? Part 4. Technically, if you count the tutorials, one is part 5. I don't know how this is all supposed to work, but we're going to play this because I didn't want to learn any more rules this week because I spent an entire week last week learning rules and playing games, and my brain is mush. And this I can actually do. So let's go ahead and flip over. We'll go ahead and get ourselves started here. I was a little bit behind. Again because same as earlier today, for whatever reason, I mean, Streamlabs doesn't want to connect to see that my stream is live. Now that may be an issue with YouTube because I know YouTube has a lot of issues with their live stream sometimes. So very possible that's why it's not working. Luckily it worked all last week, so I guess I'm happy there. Now I do need to preface this playthrough with something I accidentally did wrong in the last 2 playthroughs. Again, brain mush, probably gonna make more mistakes. And that is when it comes to the merchant challenge cards. I thought each person was supposed to get one because there's a thing on there, or objectives, because each one of them have this thing that says objective. So my assumption is we're going to get other objectives that each individual person can do. But when it comes to the merchant objectives, it's supposed to be 1 per game. So that did result in us getting a little bit more crystals than we should have. So what I did was I took whatever crystals we had in our treasure chest, which I don't remember how much it was. It might have been about like 5 or 6. I put those back, and then I went into our campaign sheet and I circled one of the hammers to basically remind me that we don't have that hammer and we'll need to earn it this time. So unlocks in this one is probably going to be less likely. The other thing is when it comes to the dice roll, and again, I realized this because I had to read how the new guys, if you notice our little mat over here is kind of full of guys now, how they work. And when you roll a die and it doesn't have that portal available anymore, so for example, we've already gotten all those goods, you're supposed to go to the next one, and it's got like a sequence order here, right? So if you rolled yellow, it goes to red. If red's not there, they go to purple. With purple, not blue. So no matter what, it's going to activate something. So there is a possibility we would have lost 1 more treasure. Nothing I can do about that now, but now I know. So now with these new guys, the change is we are going to be rolling 2 dice instead of 1. So that's why I said, I think and Dave was in the chat with me, was kind of wondering, like, should we do what we did and, or what I did? And The reason is because we've accelerated the game to complete 3 chapters. I'm not sure if I'm definitely not sure, but I would almost guarantee you're not supposed to complete 3 chapters at a time, because you're going to increase the difficulty substantially by doing so, right? Because we've added a lot more tokens, we've added a lot more event cards, we've added that I have to roll 2 dice, and unfortunately, there are new game loss conditions. So the wardens are the new guys. There are cards that are going to have them come out, and then they're going to patrol around. I cannot go through the warden. I can go to their space, stop on their space, and knock them out just like I would anybody else. Yeah, David, the extra life isn't working. Let's see if it works for you. But yeah, I logged out of Streamlabs and logged back in with my YouTube account, and it still didn't work for me when I did it the second time. So I'm not sure. Streamlabs or YouTube might be having an issue where it's not broadcasting out that the stream is actually live. And I don't know how to fix that. And there's really no way for me to test that without actually going live. Like, that's the only problem, is like, to test these kinds of things, you have to actually go live to do it. Yeah, so it's still not working. It's what it is. I've always got a link to Extra Life in the description, so you can always get to it that way. So they're going to move around. They're going to place it on the next tile. They do not loot. Only the little looters will loot, so we only have to worry about them for actually looting. When the last item in Labyrinth is collected, however, or the 5th warden shows up, then that is going to now signal the end of the game. So before it was just when the last item was picked up. Now when if we ever don't take out all the wardens, which I guess is now a focus, then that'll end the game. If that happens, then if there are any items still in the labyrinth, the goblins are going to capture them all, right? So if we've got, I don't know how many items we had now. We started with 16. We added like 4 more. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. We have 24 items. If for somehow we only get 4, that means they get 20. That's 20 marks on that campaign sheet. That would just be a wrecking situation. And we basically follow the standard end of game conditions. All right, but that is it. Yeah, because basically they replaced this front help card with 2 help cards, and then we have our iconography. All right. With that said, though, we did get some corrupted items, so we can go in and do our second quests. So the second quest for Ollie is the Ballad of the Cursed Veil. Before the game, we're going to read script 3 on page 16. What he's going to need to do is collect 1 item from the instruments and the vial of poison. During 1 turn. So he has to do that during 1 turn. And if he does do that, then we get to read a script. Dimitri's probably the same thing. She's got to collect a critter and the pile of bones in 1 turn. Roger needs to collect a treasure and the cursed voodoo doll in 1 turn. And Miranda needs to collect an ingredient. So they've switched what they're doing. So she's collecting ingredients now. No, she's collecting ingredients before. I might have had people in the wrong thing that they're collecting. Either way. No, I'm thinking of Demetrius. I was thinking of Demetrius. She does the critters. But yeah, so you get to collect 1 ingredient and the jack-o'-lantern. I thought I'd stop by and watch for your head explode, steam come out of your ears, or the twitches start up with 3 chapters of rules. Yeah, so I think, David, because, yeah, I unlocked a little bit too much because I kind of cheated. Because I wasn't supposed to have all of the merchant challenges for everybody. Even though they all have a spot that says challenges, I assumed, instead of reading the setup rules. So we got a little bit too many gems. I'd probably say, depending, because I don't think they all had 4. I'd say maybe we probably had about 10 gems too many. So we probably would not have hit that 30, but we would have hit the 20 and the 25, I think. Either way, let's go ahead and start reading our flavor text. So we do need our stories. All right, so we're going to do Miranda first, just because she's sitting here. Miranda, what do we want? We want mission 3. Mission 3. Miranda, this time I will prepare myself better before I venture into the labyrinth. I already have another spell in mind. Let us make some pumpkin pie. No more talking, cloak goodbye. The cloak, a terrible rhyme. Miranda, but it works, and I am sure I will find a pumpkin out there. The cloak, a pumpkin? The labyrinth is a deadly place full of traps and monsters, and you enter to find a pumpkin? Miranda, exactly. All right, let's do it. All right, so she wants to find a pumpkin. Demetrius is next. That's Ollie. The Demetrius, we want to read D3, of course. They're all going to be 3. The piglet was shaken a bit after the expedition, but the huntress helped him calm down. I must return to the labyrinth, she told the animal. There is another item I must find and some cursed bones. Stay here if you're scared. The piglet shook its head. The little creature had already forgotten how dreadful the labyrinth had appeared, and without hesitation, it followed the huntress into the labyrinth again. All right. Roger. Why is Roger's world so rough? Will the night be good enough? Do I belong in your party now? The unhappy knight asked with hope, but again, there was no immediate response. He thought he heard the other adventurers giggle, but their leader only frowned. Maybe, he said. First, however, there is some more work for you to do. Think of it as a rite of passage. Go back into the labyrinth and bring us another item. And he went silent for a while, staring at the unhappy knight. And the cursed voodoo doll, he said, is a frightening voice. If you dare, of course. If I dare, Roger repeated in his mind. Of course I will. Indeed, he felt no fear and was ready for anything to finally belong anywhere. That's good old Roger. And got old Ollie. Miranda's story, right? Don't answer. You have the right to remain silent. And then Ollie 3. Once the first expedition into the labyrinth is over, you begin to think of the next one. The fairy folk still need your help, but this time the mission may be a little bit more difficult. You're to bring a bottle of poison somewhere there. Somewhere there. A cursed item. But come on. You're a bard. That is what you do. You know very well, and your music can chase all the evil magic away. So what are you waiting for? You move the new song already ringing in your head. There is no more fear in me. I march forward 1, 2, 3. So that is what we're up against. That's what we're doing. We are here. I have to try to remember who needs to collect what. That's going to be the hard part, is remembering who needs to collect what. So let me put these, move the mouse, put this over here so I can try to remember. All right. I mean, I know what they each need to do, but the problem is they need to each do it on a single turn, right? And looking at it now is going to do me no good, right? Because all this is going to change by that point. But for example, we need, so Miranda needs this. The vial is here. That's what Ollie needs. The voodoo doll's over here. That's what Roger needs. And Demetrius needs a pile of bones, which is here. So again, no clue. The luck will be if we can get one of our haste cards to get us there. Miranda does have her telekinesis, so she can move any portal along a path. If there's a goblin looter on the tile with the portal, it moves with the portal. For Ollie, we've got place 1 to freely rotate a movable labyrinth tile, so he can rotate tiles. Demetrius, she basically, now her haste and both let her leave and come back in. And then Roger is place 1 to shift the labyrinth, so I can shift the entire row with Roger. And then he does have the ability also, his haste allows him to go through these new guys, so you can just chuck them through them. Our quest, this quest is complete if 2 different characters collect an item during 1 turn. So again, that's going to require us to have the ability to move a portal. Save path home, this quest is when the game ends and each character's path is within, like if they're in their own path still, like connected. And then perfect timing, this quest is completed when a portal shows up where you are. So as long as I'm where a portal is, then we can do that. So we'll go ahead and start with Miranda. Miranda has the tile. We got to roll 2 dice now. So that's 2 event cards. That maybe isn't good. All right, first event card. Warden's Patrol. Move all goblin wardens to the next available marked tiles without a character, ignoring all walls. Then place a goblin warden on the first available marked tile, starting from the one closest to you. If it is the only warden in the labyrinth, place an additional one on the next... Oh, you got to be kidding me. Like, right off the bat, it wants you to put 2 of them in here. All right, so the next available... Where are we at? We're Miranda. We're down here. So the next available tile closest to her is going to be this one. Since it is the first one, we're also going to put one... Place an additional one on the next available top. That one. So we have 2 wardens already. And that was the first card. That wasn't even... And this goes on the bottom of the deck. All right. Yeah, I probably broke the game last week, David. I think I broke the game last week. Here we go. Here comes some pie. All right. Place this card next to the portal. Then we still got to draw the next event card. Discard this card to discard up to 2 haste. So we can refresh our haste. That's good. And we'll slide this up just a tad, because maybe we'll get all 3. Maybe we'll get our other helper. But we have to draw another event card, because we got a helper. I'll take it from here. Oh, man. Place this card next to the portal. Draw the next event card. Discard this card to move a portal along the path. If there's a goblin looter on the tile, it goes with the portal. All right, so we did get both of our helpers. I promise I shuffled the deck at least 3 times. Here come troubles. Activate the goblin looter of the active player's color. So purple is over here, which that's actually pretty good. And then this, unfortunately, means we shuffle. We now have enough cards where shuffling is a little bit more difficult. Yeah, I can't even shuffle like this anymore. I wish they would give me sleeves for everything. Like, there wasn't even an option. That's the weirdest thing with an Awaken Realms Kickstarter or crowdfunding, is because this was more of a pre-order, they didn't have any extras. Which is very unlike Awaken Realms to not have extras. Like, I'm looking at the Tamashii, the new Tamashii. I've got the old Tamashii, but I'm looking at the new Tamashii, and I'm like, there's going to be extras. And of course, A.R. Jordan said in the comments, yes, there's going to be extras. All right, so she needs, she needs, Miranda goes after items. That is not an item. Where is an item? I don't think we have a portal at any item. We do, the blue mushrooms, which are the purple portal way over here. She is not going to be able to get that. And even though I passed through a wall, she's just going to take him out. Yeah, so I'd have to get this. Hold on. Oh, wow. Well, really, no. I don't even need to worry about these quests until the portal is on one of these things. Because until the portal is on one of those things, it doesn't do anything. All right. So we're just going to have her go here. So in the rule book, this is, I guess, personal choice. You're supposed to, as soon as you place the portal, take this off. But I leave it for you guys, you know, top down, so you guys can kind of see, just in case you can't see where the other thing is. So, all right. So Miranda got her item. That would have allowed her to refresh going through a wall, but I didn't go through a wall. So, all right. And then this goes to the... I don't know what that is. Stone-looking thing. Stone-looking thing. Ah, here. All right, so Ollie actually is kind of in a good position. The question is, do I want to... So it says they move around the labyrinth as the picture below. So I'm guessing it doesn't care. They don't care about walls, is my assumption. Because otherwise, how would you make them do that pattern? I think they don't care about walls. So I think like changing their path doesn't matter. All right, I don't want to move this one because she's pretty much on a clear shot for that. Same thing here. I don't want to move that. Can't move this. I don't want to move this. I mean, then again, Roger's last, so I guess I really don't need to worry about Roger. So let's move this up because then I'm right there in path of that froggy. So I think the name of the game, this one, is just try to get as many as many things as possible. If I get a quest out, I get a quest. Is there any way to knock out a ward? Yeah, just I have to. Basically, they stop me, so I can't keep going. I have to stop when I hit one. So that's just what happens. All right, that's our first move. Oh, that's not good. So purple and yellow. So yellow. Nope, that's not yellow. That's red. Yellow, but purple. He is running off with an item already. He ran away. All right. So, this is going to end up on the potion. Where is the potion? Okay. All right. Which actually not bad. All right. So, Ollie is going to go ahead and take out this yellow guy. All right. So he gets this, which isn't an upgraded card. So, question is, do I want him to move again? No, he can't because this guy's in the way. I mean, I can move him out the way, but then again, I'm moving this, and I don't want to move that. No. All right. The kitty cat. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Yeah, kitty, kitty, kitty. All right. Kitty cat. All right. Now, what do I want to move? Again, I don't think blocking them does any good. But at the same time, I'd want to be able to get around them. So, how can I do this? Trying to see if I want to move anything. I kind of don't because I don't want to mess her up. And she can get to both of these because I can use her haste to get both of these. She's kind of in a good spot to get both of those if I use my haste. So now I'm not going to move anything. So, all right, we're going to go to Demetrius. All right. 2 event cards. Yay. Here comes the mess. Spawn blue. Oh, no, sorry. Move all 3 blue spaces. So, this is not what I wanted. All right, I think we're stuck a little bit. Where are we stuck at? There we go. Yep, that's not ideal. 1, 2. Woo! Come with me, Voodoo Bear. 3. Yep. Not the best of situations. All right, that was the first card. And the second card. I probably should draw both so I remember to do both of them. Where am I? Each character swaps space with the porter of their color. If there's a goblin looter on the tile, the porter moves with them. All right, and this is once per game, luckily, so that is gone. So, blue comes over here. Purple moves like 3 inches. Red goes there. That's weird because it's in his entry location. And then yellow. That made that a little bit more difficult to get to. All right. So, that happened. All right. So who is it that can move the tiles? Oh, she lets us move it. But it has to be able to follow the path. We don't have 2 in a path right now. Can we get 2 in a path? That's the question. Can I get 2 in a path? Let's see if I can get this one. I can move that there. But it's Demetrius's turn. And then I can move that. Yeah, we can do it. We can do it this turn. Okay. So we're going to slide this. Right? And then we're going to move her here. Which gets her, what is that? The big froggy? Froggy. Then we're going to do that. Which goes here. Then we're going to spend her. So we discard her. It says discard, so I'm guessing it goes here until we have to shuffle the deck again. I guess she goes back into the deck. I don't know. Never had a discard pile. All right. To move a portal along a path. So that means we collect this one. Potion. Which goes to Ollie. Then we got to do a new purple one. All right, and that goes to the pendant. So we went ahead and we completed 2 different characters collect an item during the same turn. I didn't think we would ever get that. Like some of these, I'm like, I don't know if we'd ever be able to get that. This one's the weird one because that one's going to take either going back to our spaces or shifting like on the final turn. Which is why I probably want to try to save that amazing shift power that Roger has for that final turn to see if I can get everybody lined up. This one basically requires you to stand on an item and hope your luck gives you that item that's there. All right, so still no cursed items. Still no cursed items. All right. Which character has the power to exit the maze? Demetrius. So Demetrius has a power. She has it 2 ways. She has it in her haste, and then she also has it in her new player power. So she can leave one spot and then come back in any other spot. So that's probably, if I'm able to get her personal quest done, is probably like that. I don't know. All right, Roger's turn. Did we take out that goblin? Yeah, all the goblins are here. That's good. All right, so red and purple. That's just great. Although again, if it was Demetrius' turn, she could come through there. It's not her turn. All right, Roger the Knight is a key. He is there. Can I get him anywhere? I'm trying to see, can I even carry him down here to get one of these guys knocked out? Problem is, he's blocked with both of those. Now again, we do have the haste. I got to remember, the haste is a movement in itself. So I could move somewhere and then push and then use my haste. Yeah, that'll work. Actually, I don't even need to use my haste, but yeah, this will work. So we will push this way, which puts this over here. And then he can go. Do I get an item or do I take out the warden? So his haste ability is move your character during this movement, knock out the first enemy pass through. This enemy doesn't block my movement if they normally would. So I can actually do that after. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go here. Let's go ahead and let's get the items. Let's get the items. So we're going to go ahead and get that. Right. And then this goes to the, oh, there we go. The voodoo doll. Oh, I need to get that in the same turn. Oh, hang on, but he doesn't need, what does he need to collect? He needs, okay, he needs the orange items. Oh, so there's, this one's here. Where did the pendant go? Here's the pendant. Oh, he could do it if he could get over there. Get him over there. I could get him over there, he could do it. So I can actually get him over there. But I won't be able to move twice in a turn. If I use this now, I won't be able to use that again. So I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use his shift. Ah. Oh no, shift wouldn't do me any good because it'll move this one. Never mind. I was like, if I shift this, right, he'll fall off. He automatically comes in, but then this is going to be here. Oh, he'd still be able to do it. The problem is, how do I keep this entire row from moving at all before it's his turn again? Oh, I could use this. I think I can do it. I think I can do it. I think I can get his accomplished. So we're going to use his shift the labyrinth. So his shift the labyrinth is going to push this way. And that puts him over here. Right? So that of course puts that on cooldown. Right? Then we're going to use his haste to pick up this one. All right. I'm not going to do it yet. I want to get this done. Then we're going to use him to remove these two. Then he's going to use his haste again to get the teddy bear. So there's the teddy bear. So he got this. Now he got this and this on the same turn. So he has completed his quest. So Roger has completed his quest. All right. So he completed his quest. Let's get our new cards. This will go to the flute. And this will go to the harp. Which means we would be trying to do Ollie's next. But Ollie needs the vial here. Oops. Man, what did I just move? I moved something I shouldn't have moved. You go back to the kitty cat. Where'd the kitty cat go? Grab the wrong one. You go back. Should have been the blue one. Yeah, that worked. Okay, that was great. Okay. I had to use all my stuff, but it was pretty fun. When it rains, it portals. Unfortunately, nobody was standing on any items, so nobody got. We didn't get to go for our quest there. But yeah, that worked out great. All right, because each time you finish a quest, and again, I'm playing four-handed, so I'm having to try to concentrate on 4 different people's quests. In a regular game, you wouldn't be concentrating on that many people's quests at one time. It wouldn't be as bad. And we have our shift the whole labyrinth if we need it for the final, for the kitty cat quest, for our house quest. All right. So, back to Miranda. Blue and an event. All right, so blue and an event. Warden's Patrol. Move all wardens to the next available marked tile without a character, ignoring all walls. Okay, so it does say ignoring all walls, so I kind of missed that. So he goes here. And he goes where that guy was. So they're just kind of following each other. Then place a warden goblin on the first available marked tile, starting from the closest to you. So she's here. 1, 2, I guess here. It can't be 1, 2, 1, 2. That's 3. Yeah, I guess there. Ooh, we got to take those guys out this turn. All right, definitely got to take those guys out this turn. Let me double check that X. See if that X says the word discard or remove from game. There you go. Icons. Doesn't say. These are the character icons, not the event icons. Huh. Alright, so where is the events? Because I don't know if there's technically a discard pile. Like when it tells me to shuffle, do I shuffle the things from the discard pile back in? Quests, village cards, skills, faefolk. Here you go. Immediate, discarding cards. Some cards are discarded during the game. When a card is discarded, it is set aside. It won't be used for the rest of that game. After the game ends, okay. So the X means discard. Okay, so we don't shuffle them back in. So they're over there in discard. So that was a one time. I'm about to say that would probably be a little bit overpowered if we keep using them. All right. So we have done that. I almost feel like I just need to take out a warden because we're down to one warden. I could, if I go here, right, he'll stop me, but then I can use my haste to go there, or vice versa. I can use my haste to go through the wall and then take him out. Place one to move any portal. Oh, that's right. We can move any portal. Oh, that's right. She does the same thing as the sorceress girl does. So we actually have that ability to move a portal along a path. So we could actually just move this portal onto her. How's that? Oh, we could also no, that won't do it. I was saying, oh, we could use the her ability to move the portal to somebody so they could collect 2 things on a turn. That's not going to work either. So I wish I could move this one along a path. Can I? I was trying to see, can I connect that in any way? Yes. Yes. All right. We're going to slot. Oh, no, dang it. It's not. I'm seeing this and I'm thinking, oh, I can put that right there. No, I can't put that right there. Although if I go this way, that will work. Yeah. So we're going to do that. We're going to use her telekinesis to move. Oh, no, that's not going to work. It didn't open it up the way I wanted it to. Am I fine with that still? Yeah, because she can leave and then come back in. I think that's fine. She can leave and come back in. I'll have to move it for her. All right. Then we're gonna use her haste too. So we're going to, just because it's fun to say I can teleport through walls, she's gonna teleport through the wall, take him out, get the harp. And then this goes to the horn. Where's the horn? Or not the horn, it's like a rhino's horn. There it is. That art looks completely different, but that's it. This one's got like a curved horn, claw something, and this is just like a straight line. And then we're going to use, she hasn't moved yet, so then we're going to use our move to, oh, no, there it is. It's way down here. Because I can know to get there. To get that guy out of there. All right. So Ollie, what you gonna do, Ollie? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you, bad boys, bad boys? Warden's patrol. All right. So each warden moves. He goes here. He goes. Hang on. 1, 2, 3. He goes here. Oh, this one wouldn't have been here. He would have been here. Yeah. Which means he goes here. Either way, this guy was still there, so I didn't mess that one up. All right. And then place it nearest to the player's turn. So it's the blue. He's like right in the middle. So the closest would be, and it says in the next path. So it'd be this one. I mean, this and this is the same distance. Or no, is it the earliest? First available. Okay, so it's here. First available. And then make sure I keep them turned the direction they're heading, so I can try to remember that. All right. I don't like these wardens. They're adding complexity. All right. So that was good old Ollie getting us in trouble again. Alright, so Ollie does have his haste, but Ollie cannot go anywhere is the problem. So what can I do with Ollie? What's Ollie's thing? I can freely rotate a tile with my character. So wherever he is, I can freely rotate that tile. Which I think is fine. I think I can do this. No. I can rotate this once I get here. And then I can take out either one. Trying to see, can I get up here? No. So let's see here. We will slide this there. We will use his ability to rotate the tile. We will have him, it really doesn't matter which way I go, so we'll just have him take out this one. That stops him on his move. I could use his haste and stand on a random item. I think that's more like once we get down to a couple items left, then I go and move to an item and hope that that's where it spawns. I think that's really the best way to get this one, is when you're down to like one card, you know what the last thing is, get the person standing on it. Yeah. So I don't think I'm going to do that. However, we do want to make sure that they don't get away with the kitty cat, because if they get away with the kitty cat, yeah, if they get away with the kitty cat, we're in trouble. Well, not in trouble. We don't get 2 gems. That's the problem. All right, that is that. All right, Demetrius. So I need her to be able to leave the dungeon. So what I can do is if I slide this down, she's going to go with it to here, right? So then I can use her haste to go out here, move there, come back in there. We'll be good to go. And that'll put the red portal or the purple portal down here, which is good. Doesn't help with the yellow. The problem with these two can't move, right? They're going to stay in that spot until we get up there. And then that, it's still going to block off Ollie. I think that's the plan. All right, blue and blue. Now when it's 2 of the same, you only resolve it once, so that's actually good. They're not going to let them come out, get it, and immediately run before you have a chance to get it yourself. So Demetrius could do this one, but I think her ability is going to help me more to get that one. So let's go ahead and slide this here, which puts her up there, right? And then we're going to use her. I get to move twice, so why not? I'm going to move here, get this one, because why not? Or no, let's not get that one. Let's get rid of this guy first. We're going to get rid of that guy, which is our kitty cat, which I said we needed. And then we need a new yellow, which is on the Froggy. Ribbit. Froggy. Then we're going to use her haste. We use her haste so she can move again. She's going to move her haste, go through there, come out there, come around there, and get the red one. Now, that would have been nice if I could have done that on a turn when I needed to get her quest item, but it wasn't out there. And I want to get rid of those 2 goblins. There's the poison vial. Who needed the vial? Ollie needs the vial. So Ollie would need to get this and his flute in the same turn. I'd have to push this twice. And that'll at least put him in the same row. Or no, push this once. Yeah, we'll have to see. I might be able to do it. He does still have his haste. And then he has the inspiring haste. When I pass through another character, they can move up to 5 spaces. So here's the thing. It says, collect 1 item from the instrument and a vial poison from the cursed set during 1 turn. I'm wondering if somebody else collects them, that would still count? Like, if somebody else collects that other item? I don't know. Because I'm thinking, like, if I use his ability to make somebody move 5 more, although if I could make them move 5 to get to it, then he could move to it himself, right? All right. So that works. All right, so we are on Roger the Knight. Raja. All right, so we have red and an event. So red on the vial, which we would need to go after. And event. Double trouble. Activate the yellow and purple goblins. Weird goblins everywhere. Goblins everywhere. If you posted short solo gameplay summaries on SGOYT, you'd gain a bit more attention. The solo guild is the most popular guild on BGG, and SGOYT active at the time is 1K entries a month. Oh wow, yeah. Well, I knew solo channels do pretty well. Like, I've seen a couple solo channels. I'm like, one, he's a solo RPG, and the only reason I came across him because he played, or he did a review on the new Awaken Realms deck. But like, he's a very big channel. I'm like, well, what does he do? And like his thumbnails don't look great. They look very generic, and it's like, well, what does he do? And it's like, I guess it's the solo RPG community. I think it's very big as well. I've never looked into solo RPGs because I don't know how well they work, but like, kind of what I'm doing now, David, right, is I'm playing story games and just going through the story. I'm guessing that's what a solo RPG is like. This goes on the bottom. So this Double Trouble was one of the new ones we got last time. So, Roger, you got your work cut out for you, buddy. You got to take out some of these goblins. That's a lot of goblins. That is a lot of goblins. So, if I move this, that doesn't, I mean, he can't get there, right? If I move this up, he can't get over there either. Some of these tiles don't sit very flush in their spots. What can I move to maybe he can get something? The problem is, right, I want Ollie to get both of these, and now there's a goblin on both of them. So it's like, do I still let Ollie do that? I almost feel like I can't let him do it. All right, what can I do with Roger? No, solo RPGs are either RPGs designed for solo or tricks to make RPGs playable. Yeah, that's what I figured, but like, it's an RPG, right? In an RPG, the whole thing is there's going to be some kind of story scenario built. You read through the scenario. It has to have a built-in dungeon master of some sort because you're not going to be the DM, right? And it's just going to have you go through tests and tasks of whatever the game might be. Whether it has components or whether it's pen and paper, I don't know. Card-based. I guess also depends what is your true definition of a solo RPG, right? Is it pen and paper with a D20, right? Is that a solo RPG? Or is it any game that has story that you're kind of going through and role-playing, right? So I could move him and he would be able to get rid. I feel like I'm going to have to. There's no way I'm going to make it through 2 more turns and one of these 2 not going. It's just what I think. So I think we are going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and move him there. So he's going to use his move. I don't have his haste anymore, though. Unless he picks up an item that lets me get his haste back. And that's not one of the items. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to go ahead and get the vial. The vial. I almost feel like the vials and the potions are the items that I need to put like some of the power-ups on now, because it's like more thematic. Like, oh, it's a potion of speed or a potion of elixir of life. All right. So, unfortunately, that vial is what he needed, but like there's 2 items there, right? But it's not the items he needs. All right. So, Miranda, what are you doing? 2 event cards, Miranda. 2 event cards. Devil there. Snatching Madness. Activate each goblin looter that is already in the labyrinth. If you activate at least 1 goblin this way, discard this card instead of placing. Well, dang, good thing I had him go get that one. Well, that's gonna suck. All right, so they get that one. We were a... Oh, and it actually says each... Okay, goblin looter. So there could be cards that say each goblin, which would also be the other guys. They would also need to... I guess I should draw these as I do them. To make sure we're playing correctly. We're not cheating. And the blue guy is taking the curly bone. Curly bone is connected to the not curly bone. All right. That was all just from that first card. Hey, but we got our pumpkin for the blue. Blue goes to pumpkin. Oh, which is right there. Oh, but there's no blue. There's no instruments. All right. And purple goes to the bones. So, bone. She needed a bone and an animal in the same turn. We currently don't have that. For Miranda, we still have... No, we don't have either of her abilities either. Right? She didn't pick up a... She picked up a remove haste, but it was at the very beginning. Let me double check all my remove haste. Haven't been in the last turn or 2. No. All were in the beginning. Dang it. So we need an animal. We've got this, but then she needs the... Oh no, she needs the pumpkin. So we've got it. We've got the garlic. We've got the pumpkin. So we just need her to be able to get both of those in a single turn with no abilities. Yeah, it sucks. With no abilities. If I had her haste, it'd be better, but she doesn't have it. All right, second event card. What's going to happen? Here comes the mess. Move all 3 reds. Move all 3 reds. 1. Whoops. Something got caught. Portals causing problems. 2. And 3. Did I help her at all? Nope. I was like, did it help her? No, because now that's trapped in the middle, and I don't have the ability to walk through walls anymore. I think the key is probably just focus on one person's story per time. I mean, they've only got 4 chapters each, so 4 upgrades each. You skim solo table, read it also. The latter tends more towards 50 entries a month, but shows you many tricks people use to solo RPGs. Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel like a lot of stuff, as long as there's like a story in it and you can have something to read, it should be pretty easy to get a solo out of it. This month there's a Traveler game, or 2 going, some horror game, a Night Black Agents Gumshoe game. Alright, so. How's Miranda? I don't have any way to get her to get both of those. Oh, I just realized their movement pattern. They move, they don't ever move. They stay on the solid ones. That makes sense. So easy for me to figure out where they need to go. They go on the solid ones. Yeah. And unfortunately, my wash technique made everything look roughly the same. I might have to wash these a second time with a darker wash so they stand out more. That's more for you guys than me. I kind of don't, doesn't matter to me if I know that it moves or not until I'm trying to figure it out, and I've got the little things at the bottom. There's no way for me to get both of those in one turn. We've used all of our abilities. So, can I get one of them? Or take out... I mean, there's only 2 wardens. I'm not too worried about the wardens until we get to 3. Okay, slide this. That's not going to help me. Slide down doesn't help me. Slide this up. I can take out the warden. No, I can't take out the warden. I have a corner. I can move her here and hope that that gets drawn since we're getting low on items. Just want to double check. I cannot get any of these. No, that'll block there. If I slide it down, hang on. If I slide this down, I'd be able to go up and nowhere. It'd get me further, but I'm still going nowhere. Trying to look at what will get her moved. If I slide this will be here, and that's still blocked. If I could get her on top of one of these. See, that's the last one of hers that's left, isn't it? Yeah. If I move this one, that doesn't help me. I think I'm going to, I don't know. So hard. Because I can't do anything with her, so it kind of feels like I'm wasting a turn. So let's move this down here. Worst case, we put a token up there for her to stand on. This goes to Ollie. Oh, I thought I was going to open up a path here. I didn't. Oh, wow. Hold on. Wait a minute, that worked. Holy cow. That was like... Didn't even expect that. The only thing is this means Demetrius can't pick that up. To complete her thing. So she needs that plus an animal. Are there any animals left? No, there are no more animals left. All right, we're going to go ahead and take it then. There are no more animals left. So she gets this. And we're going to go... Okay, she still had... No, she doesn't have another chance. Where is that? Where? There it is. Everything's kind of hanging out together. They're all trying to be friends. All right, Ollie, what are you doing? Ollie's drawing 2 event cards. That's what Ollie's doing. 1, 2. All right, Ollie, what are you doing with us? Warden Patrol. So he goes... Oh, they go... No. They go... Up, over, up, over. And spawn 1 in the first available spot nearest to you. It's that one. All right. All right. Second event. Here comes trouble. Activate the Goblin Looter of the active player's color. Ooh. He's going to try to take our pumpkin. And shovel. And shuffle. We've got 1 quest. We've got one quest and one personal story done. That's what we have so far accomplished in this madness. All right, so. All right, Ollie, what can you do? I can't slide this over, so I can't get to this one. Sliding it down doesn't help him. Sliding it up, I could get this one. And that's if I'm just saying, okay, she's not going to be able to get hers. I do have his haste, which again allows another character to move up to 5. Yeah, I won't, because I can't get Ollie's thing either. Yeah, you can tell that we really rush things, David, because like this is the last quest is to gather the dragon items. Like I feel like yeah, this probably should have been after maybe your say this takes 2 before you can do this. That'd be like your 3rd or 4th game. This would be like your 5th, 6th game. So this is probably like your 7th game. All right, so the vial's already been picked up. So the only thing left is to do this one. But that goblin's there now. And we've got these guys. So I'm almost thinking I just take this guy out. Worst case, they're going to steal the treasure. But if I take him out, then then the 4th one, don't have to worry about it. All right, can I set up Miranda at all? How much effort will it be to set up for her to get this and this in one, or this in one turn? So this needs to go more towards an open area, which would be there. And then this needs to also open up somehow. Like with this one. The bad one's this one, getting this one opened up. So like I said, I could slide it this way and he could just pick it up. All right, move him first, then slide. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. All right, move him first, slide, take that guy out. And we will go ahead and slide this here. Maybe. Maybe? I don't know. He's just kind of trapped now, but that's fine. That's fine. Ollie can stay trapped. All right, let's see here. So we are on Demetrius. She has the ability to move off the path to come back in somewhere else. But I would need an opening for her to do that. And nothing is pointing out. Trying to see if I can push anything to make an opening. No, because that'll block her, so she can't get to this one. This one's pointing in. Oh, but that'd make her come straight down. She could do that. Okay, so we could slide this one, which would also slide the one we need with this one. Well, all right, we'll see. I don't know what's going to happen with this. Purple and blue. So, that's exactly what I didn't want to happen. So purple there. Blue takes our pumpkin. So now we don't have to worry about trying to complete that quest anymore. They have gotten a lot. Holy cow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gotten 5. We're definitely going to get one of those goblin chapters this time. Definitely going to get that. All right, so we're going to the horn. Which works out. I was going to have her go up that way anyways. But I'm probably going to have her come all the way down here to the purple one. So the way I was going to do that was, I think, this one. Yeah. So, slide that. And then she's going to use her ability to, to move outside. So she's going to move all the way around, come back around, and then stop here. So that is the gem. And then this goes to the crown. All right, so we are coming down to the last couple where if we stay on it, we can probably get this other quest completed. All right, Roger, what kind of trouble are you going to cause for us? 2 event cards kinds of trouble. All right. All right, first event card, Warden's Patrol. All right, so this guy goes... Where do they go? He goes here. This one goes here. And this one goes to the first spot closest to the player. All right. Yeah, another event. Warden's Patrol. Oh, that sucked. Good thing we took that one out. Holy cow. All right, so he goes here. He goes here. He goes here. He goes here. Well, I guess I know what Roger's going to have to do. Roger's going to take out a warden. Oh, what are you doing here? You're not standing on anything anymore. Yeah, I think Roger just has to take out a warden. That's the only thing he can do. We're just gonna have him take out the warden because we cannot have that there because that'll end the game. So can he set Miranda up so she can get somewhere? There. If I slide this up, no. That's a solid piece. Can't slide that one up. If I slide her up, yep, that'll work. So, right. This comes back down to the key. All right. So we've set Miranda up so she can get something. As long as she doesn't do double wardens, we're okay. That is definitely not double wardens. All right. Warden, although it is a warden patrol, so now I'm kind of like, okay, do I take out the warden? Yeah. All right. So he goes here. He goes here. He goes. He can't go here, so he goes to the next one. And then he goes to the first closest path to her. So that'll be here. Yeah, because he's gonna go that way. All right. Well, and she actually gonna they made up my decision for me because unfortunately she has to stop on him. There's nothing she can do but stop where he is. And then we can shift for Ollie. I can't shift. I shift this up, he can go up, but he can't get back in. No, I can't get through here. That's solid. I need here. I don't think there's any way that I can slide this in any fashion for Ollie to get there. He doesn't have his haste, so technically I could move him, slide, and move again. That's probably what I'm going to have to do. So I'm probably going to have move him, and then slide and move him down. So Ollie's probably going to have to use his haste to get this guy. So I don't need to move for Ollie, because Ollie's going to do that when he stands here. He'll slide himself over. So... What do I move? I don't know what I'd want to move, so don't think I'm going to move anything. Yeah. I'm not gonna move any. I mean, nothing's gonna help Ollie, so there's no point, I don't think, in moving anything. All right, so Ollie's rolling. Ollie gets a blue and a yellow. So Ollie, that is not what you wanted to do, buddy. That is not what you want to do. You just gave them our garlic, our magical garlic. All right, so we know there's one item left. So we know we can just have somebody stand on this mandolin and we can complete that other quest. So that changes what I was going to do with Ollie. Because now I don't know what I'm going to do with Ollie. I can't shift this up to have him stand there. I can't shift this for him to get this guy. Oh, hang on. I can shift it. I can slide this down. Yeah, I could slide this down. It'll give me a straight way. I could take him out and then haste to stand on top of it. I think. Let me see. Oh, no, I can't get over to that guy either way. All right. So, yeah, we're just going to stand there. All right. All right. Demetrius, she can go straight there, pick that up. We have one warden. So red, which is fine, and an event card. Goblins everywhere. Place a goblin looter on each tile with a portal and without a goblin looter. If you placed at least 2 goblin looters this way, discard this card instead of placing it back. 1, 2. So, yay. All right, but that's fine. She's going to be able to take that one out. Then we know that this is going to come out. He's going to immediately pick that one up, which will give us our quest. So, let's do exactly that. So we're going to come up here. Get this one, which is the tooth. And then this is going to go to Ollie. He's going to pick this one up. And that resets his ability. And that completes this quest. So, yeah. Yep. All right. So she doesn't have anything else. I can't like move her to take out one of the wardens, unfortunately. So we're down to the last 3 items, and the chances of Roger rolling something that steals one of them is, probably very good. Yep, yellow. It's a yellow and a question mark. I whacked that. So he takes this one. Singlet. Which was a haste one, too. That's what sucks. That was a haste one. Here comes the mess. Move the 3 yellow columns. Yellow's what, at the top? Yeah. 1. 2. And 3. 3. Right. So. Okay, Roger. What are you doing? I forgot to have Demetrius push something. So Roger's here. Roger's on his path. Miranda is nowhere near her path. She's on her path. So really... And, I mean, technically we can get everything right now. It'd take us a couple turns. And I will get stopped by him. But we have to open the paths so that they're on their paths. Right now, only 2 of the 4 are on their paths. And he's going to be the hardest because this is these are just bad tiles right here. That's three corners. I highly doubt we're going to get that one this turn. Now there is, and again, another thing about getting these, I have I've cheated. I know that there are teleport capabilities in the future coming, so that would allow us to teleport back to our bases. So like we could do that as the last turn, right? Now again, I do have both of his abilities, so I can turn tiles on his turn and try to get him down there. And he has a haste, so I get to move again. Okay. So I think, yeah, we're just gonna, I mean, that's all I can really do. We're just gonna go up here, take this guy out. And I have his shift, but I don't have his, I have his shift, but I don't have his haste. I'm trying to think I could pop her up here. No, this is a solid. I can't move that one. Never mind. Dang it. Trying to see if I want to shift anything. I don't think I do. No, if I shift that, then she's not good anymore. If I shift this one, would it help me with Ollie? This is the one that hurts me the least if I do shift it, so still don't think it helps me with Ollie. I mean, this is just a mess. Yeah, that's just a mess. All right. Yeah. All right, so we're going to go to Miranda. Event and purple. So, there goes that one. I have taken our crown. Our crown royal has now been stolen by these looting goblins. We need an event card. Here comes a mess. Move all the blue stuff. This completely derails what I was trying to do. Maybe. I don't know. It may help me. It may hurt me. I don't know. We will find out in a second. So she's still good. He is no longer good. I can get to this, which is fine. She is not good. So. Aha. I can get her moved. Oops, hold on. Need to move her first. Now, we slide this up. That pops her down here. She's now on her path. All right, so now to get him on his path. Oh no, he's on his path. He's up here, so I can just have him come down and take that guy out. Yeah. All right, so blue, never mind. That is end of the AZ game. Because they got the last one, which means we do not finish, do not pass go, do not collect $200. We do not finish our turn. That wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It was still kind of painful. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be with the new guys coming out. It does add another wrinkle to things. All right. Also, I think at the same time, because I've got the dragon stuff in here too now, there's so much stuff to get that matching combo of a item and a cursed item is going to be harder. So yeah, I kind of broke my game. But yeah, so he wasn't connecting to his and blue wasn't connecting to theirs, so neither one of those are going to do us any good. All right, so let us get our map. The map. All right, so first, how many treasures did we lose? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 treasures. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 1, we lose 5 from our total, and we have a story to read. So Each of the pink ones is worth one more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So 22 minus 5 is 17. Right? That's how math works. 17. All right. So we need to spend 10 so we can get our hammer back. All right. So we're... All right. So we're back where we were. We got our hammer back. We have 6 more, which we could buy some scrolls and stuff, maybe. All right. Can't really unlock anything else because, you know, cheated last game. So this probably kind of set us back to 0. Minus the fact that we only got 17, which is, I feel like, is pretty low. All right, so we're going to read S3. Because, yeah. Hi, beesies. Mama's out there, sweetie. Daddy's almost done. S3. There we go. All of a sudden, you hear the sound that you did not... You hear sounds that do not fit the atmosphere of the village. You strain your ears, and after a while, you're sure that it is a hoarse panting of a few creatures. Goblins? And if so, what are they busy with? You sneak around the sound, realizing these indeed are goblins, busy digging in the ground with shovels, bowls, and even their hands. It looks like they're trying to set a trap for anything coming close to the entrance of the labyrinth. They are so focused that none of them even look up. Good. You jump out and yell at the top of your lungs. The terrified goblins drop the tools and flee. You approach the hole and burst out laughing. It is not one deep hole, but many shallow ones. It could have been an effective trap, but the goblins had started digging in more or less the same place. Praised be their tiny brains. Open bag GO from the Chronicles. Add 1 random event card to the deck. Leave the remaining cards. All right, so we're just adding another random event card to the deck. So same as last time, we just got to grab a... That's what I figured. Each time we hit one of these, it's probably just going to add another random card. What are you? You Geo? You are Geo. Geo for goblins. Geo means goblins. I guess I'll actually look at this one this time. Last time the deck was falling off, where like I knew what the new card was. Now the deck's so big I have no clue what the new card's going to be, unless we look at it. Trust your luck. You may bet one of your items. If you do, choose 2 item sets and reel the top card of the item deck. If it's an item belonging to one of the chosen item sets, collect it immediately, discard its token from the board. If it isn't, discard the item you've bet. All right, so there's another way to get 2 items, I guess, but you'd have to kind of memorize what all's come out, I guess. All right, that is that. All right, we did finish 2 of the kitty cats quests. Let's go ahead and let's knock out the kitty cat quest first, just in case it may impact our personal stories. I don't think it will. These are upside down. I just noticed, and now it's driving me. Now the OCD is driving me. Don't worry. All right. So, kitty cat quests. Kitty cat quests. What's kitty cat going to do for us? All right. So we completed that one and that one. All right. So. All right. This is the top one. This is the bottom one, I guess. All right. So once you've completed 2 quests, find the Our House instruction sheet on page 23. Oh, salute. Oh, salute again. All right. Open bag, BH2. That's why I want to do this first. I knew we'd unlock things, and I'm like, I want to open this before we go do our personal quest. I don't know if the personal quest will have an impact on this, but it might. OH2. All right. So, place the quest card numbered behind the quest progress divider in the game box. Right. Okay. So, personal attacks, guarding the entrance. When you knock out a goblin. Okay, so these are... Okay, so here's our personal quests. This is where I messed up last time. I thought those could be used as our objectives. These are our objectives that we have now. We have... How many? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 personal objectives. Place the 4 personal objectives behind the unlocked dividers in the game. Read the objectives, personal task rules on this page. So, personal task, guarding the entrance. When you knock out a goblin on your quarter of the labyrinth, gain 1, and then discard this card. Personal task, studying the known. When you collect an item from a portal of your color, gain 1, discard this card. Diverse collection. If you have items from 4 different sets, gain 1. Personal task. If you have 3 items from the same set, gain 1. Okay. So now we have personal quests. So yeah, whatever we have isn't going to really affect anything. During each game, all 4 personal tasks should be distributed between all players. In a 3-player game, 1 player receives 2. Okay, so all the tasks go out there. During the game, personal task cards offer additional crystals if you manage to complete your task. Only the player who has it can complete it. All right. So we know when we complete all 4 of her tasks, or his tasks, then we're going to unlock him as a helper while we're in the dungeon. This quest is complete whenever you gain 1 from our personal. So all 4 of us have to complete it in a run. Okay. Basically. The moment you enter the house, Philo jumps into your arms. Back rub time, the cat demands. Please, or I won't tell you something important. After the back rub, Philo wants you to play with him on a woolly toy. Then he looks into your eyes. This was fun, he purrs. Now, back to business. His wide eyes glitter again. Do you know that completing even small tasks can bring you some crystals? For toys, obviously. Continue through the end of game session. Stop. Alright. So, that is that. What is that? That goes there. That goes up here. Or something. And the last thing is our personal story. So, we did get one of those completed. We did get 1 personal story completed. Whose personal story did we complete? We completed Roger's. So we get to read R4. R4. Clinging to the hope of finding friends soon, Roger, the unhappy knight, eagerly went down the labyrinth. The cursed voodoo doll was easy to find, but difficult to bring out. The curse made the knight stumble and fail, then sneeze for hours, and finally gave him the hiccups of the century. Just my luck, the knight thought. But he was determined to complete his mission. He took a lot of effort, but eventually he managed to hand both items over to the party leader. It took you so much time, the leader sighed, and shook his head. We almost lost hope. Alright, so we go to his unlocks on page 14. Was it Roger? I didn't think I got the voodoo doll. Where's the voodoo doll? Basically, if the voodoo doll is with one of his items, and it is what we got. So voodoo, yeah, okay, we did. No. Yeah, that's right. We got the voodoo doll and that on the same turn. Okay. Because we did the shifting and then reset him. Yeah, that's right. It was a big to do is what it was. All right. Unlocks. We've already done that. Town Hall. Enchantress. Exchange 1 refreshing power item overlay for 1 with a haste and his icon. But what, I don't know what his icon means. That's the only problem, is I don't know what his icon means. Because they haven't told us what the player's icons mean. Our house. Exchange your amazing shift for the... Okay, I guess that's what we're doing. Because I don't know what the player icons mean. So, like, I don't know... Like, if I were to enchant something, what would it do? So we're going to exchange his amazing shift for... Exchange his amazing shift for immediate shift. Immediate shift. All right, so immediate shift is place 1 to shift the labyrinth. Amazing shift, place 1 here to shift the labyrinth. Oh, okay, it says amazing shift during any character's action phase. This says any time. I didn't even notice that. They actually have a thing. Oh, geez, Will. Read things. So this one says during any character's action phase. This says during any character's action phase. During your move. During any character's action phase. Anytime. During any character's action phase. During any character. So they can use theirs. All right, David. Yeah, thanks for coming out and hanging out with me, man. So they can use their abilities, their haste abilities, on somebody else's turn. I've not even looked to pay attention to that, to see that. And the same thing with Ollie. Ollie can use his rotate at any time. Like his turn, somebody else's turn, just doesn't matter. Not sure why, I don't understand the benefit of the anytime. Like, when would I shift the labyrinth when it is not somebody else's action phase? Yeah, like, I don't know when I would shift it when it's not somebody's action phase. It's always either somebody's action phase or my action phase. All right, well, I don't know. I have no clue what the difference between any time and on somebody's action phase, because, well, I guess you could, I'm like, if I shift it when you roll the dice, how would that help you? I don't know. I can't picture how any time is better than during somebody's action phase, because 90% of the game is during somebody's action phase. So it seems like a wasted unlock, but okay. It's what it is. All right. So that was that. That was the unlocks for the day. There we go, guys. That is the fourth part or fifth total playthrough of Labyrinth Chronicles. If people still like this, make sure you hit a thumbs up. Let me know that you like it, and leave a comment. Let me know probably rules mistakes or things that I did wrong. Or if you can explain the difference between any time and any action phase, because honestly, in my opinion, that's the same thing. I don't know when I would use, at least specifically, these two abilities on the goblins event phase. Like, I don't know, you know what I mean? I don't know why or when I would do that, right? You have the labyrinth phase, and then you have the action phase, right? And the action phase is the character's phase. So you would use the ability during the labyrinth phase as well. Which basically just leads into the character's phase, which is the action. Again, no idea. It's melting my brain right now trying to figure that out. Either way, guys, like I said, like, subscribe, bell notification if you want to watch more Labyrinth Chronicles, that way you can see it. If you want to support Extra Life Charities, of course, we didn't get I gotta figure out what's up with Streamlabs, but of course, that link is always down below. You can click on that, go out and donate. Kids at Children's America Network greatly appreciate your donations. But until next time, guys, peace.